inspire them to stand against Sauron. For if you do not oppose the army of Angmar, then all the lands of Middle-earth will fall forever into darkness and shadow. War is at hand. The time is now. Our worst fears have come to pass. The One Ring has revealed itself, and as the Fellowship prepares for its perilous journey to Mount Doom, the shadow of Sauron stretches forth to reclaim it. In ages long past, the Witch King gathered a dark army in...
Howdy, good afternoon. Here we are with a bit more Berg, because we've got the VIP going on, with the buff with the extra 100% on the recognition, so I thought we'd better crack on and get him through. We do obviously have the Bjorning still to do, but he's not so important. Right, so we're back doing chapter 13.2 of the book.
You will help us face our foes, yes?
But I've got to go back to the Bjorning Hus. I have to kill wargs and goblins and all sorts. Orcs. Yeah, so I'm just going to go back to the Bjorning Hus. And dive through the rest of this book, hopefully. The thing is with book quests is you don't get a lot of XP for them, because they take a while to do. Right, let's drop off. There we go, we've got firewood. Oops, wow, it's a bit laggy. Wasn't wanting to collect. There we go. That's better. Da 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 da. Got little blambles following us around now. Right, so head over here because there are orcs and wargs down around this other southern part. And hopefully we're a little bit stronger because we did upgrade some of the things on our burglar's knife. Although he does need a bit more work as well. Do need to get more of the 74s. Fairly certain we don't actually have. So it's a Sunday. Yeah, we just got Amphalas scrolls. But, yeah. Starlight crystals now, they're not squirrels. But yeah, we should hit a bit harder. Fingers crossed. Need to find some oxys and wargs. There's one oxy. Must have had a poison on me, I didn't see it. There we go. There we go. So now we need 3 wargs, and they're a little bit further over here somewhere. There we go. There's one straight away. Boom. That's that one complete. Now, just open up this silver. Look at a boost. Rapid crafting, not that we need that currently. Put that into there, it's a Guardian's one. We'll just drag these things down for things that we're going to keep. We're not going to use that, but kind of made certain things slightly useless, like pot of rapid crafting. You already get that with the VIP perks anyway, so with it being bound, it's not like you can give it away anyway. So as long as you remain a VIP, it's a bit null and void, that one. But I mean, I suppose you could stick it on top of the crafting buff as well. Be a bit overkill, but hey, if you're doing a lot, I suppose it'll do it in about 3 seconds. Here we go. Spot Dr. Grimbion.
Yes, very good, fine.
Yes, very good, fine. You've done the chores I asked you to undertake, and earn the wizard and the elves a few more days of hospitality. There is something else, however. It's not a matter of real concern, but I find I have not heard from the elves at the forest gate in some time, and I wonder if it signals some trouble for my folk. If it does, I wonder I would have this problem resolved earlier rather than late. Go to the forest gate and make certain that the elves have things well in hand. If they don't, be sure to tell them so. Okay, so we're going to have to get on the steed of war. There we go. Luckily, the burglars do have the wonderful ability to go into what's called stratagem, which is a trick, and it's basically you go in disguise, but you just got to be very careful that up close and personally you don't get spotted. Otherwise, your disguise is seen through. But it does allow you some certain stealth ability. There's the forest gate. Number of dead orcs lie near the forest gate.
A raiding party of orcs sought to leave the forest. You can see what happened to them.
It is curious indeed for orcs to challenge us on the road. Did they not know how our quivers held their doom? They did seem driven by some desperate haste. Search the bodies and you may learn what caused them to dare the gate, to their sorrow. Okay. Okay, things are taking a little while to fire off. This one. Nothing of interest. So I'll try this dead one here. The orc bears the symbol of Burglar, captain of the pit.
Their need must have been great to challenge us.
Did you find anything that might explain why the orcs dared to attempt the passage of the forest gate? Their need must have been great to challenge us, and they paid dearly for it. Wait a moment. You say you searched the bodies of 4 orcs? That is most peculiar, friend. By my bow, I could have sworn the raid party consisted of not of 4 orcs, but 5. Can it be that one of these creatures slipped through the forest gate while we were distracted by the others? Search to the south in the Beyonding Lands for our missing orc. There may be some track to follow to his hiding place if you make haste. Hiding in a bush somewhere. We found the missing orc's hiding place. He's dead. Carries a crumpled note. Read the crumpled note. The note speaks of something called Falkir, in which Gandalf may be interested. We found what you sent us in search of, Burglar, but my boys need a big reward if you think we're giving it to you. There were elves crawling all over the ruin and we barely escaped with our lives. had to take the long way around and ran into some trouble with her minions. They were going our way and none of the boys wanted to chance it. We're going to try the elf gate next. But we found the opening spell, or part of it anyway. The Falschgirth won't remain close to you any longer. How badly do you want it? Maybe me and the boys will bring these words to Gothmog. He'd find them interesting, wouldn't he? And I'd wager he'd be quite generous. He promised a reward. Double it, and he'll never see this opening spell. I'm sure he'll make the right decision, boss. You see, we're all cutthroats. Right, back to Gandalf at the Bjorninghus. In we go. So the interior loads. Maybe. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you have returned. What is it?
Gandalf's expressions is troubled and he seems distracted by something. Falschgirth? No, I've never heard of it before. It's not important right now. I need to speak with you, Gazbo. So let's see. We got a nice new pocketsy item. Agility, vitality, finesse, or will. So we're going to go Morgul Explorers. How you doing, CK? Let's finish now.
I suspected there was something I missed in the Black Book.
Okay.
And I was right.
I could not place my finger upon it, but something stirred within the recesses of my mind, and I found a new avenue of study worth following. Will you hear me, Gazbo? Things are not as we believed.
I have made a worrisome discovery.
Give me your attention and do not let it wander. You must know what I have learned.
Listen now to my words and the words of Voin.
From my earlier study of the Black Book, we learned of Voin's encounter with Magledir in the elf in the Grey Mountains and their subsequent friendship. Unremarkably, perhaps, and yet we remarked it, for an air of mystery surrounds this tome. Both the circumstances in which it was found and the writing between its black covers fills me with intrigue and unease in equal measure. From the shade of Isildur, we learn something of Magledir the elf, and few of his deeds seem notable. It is no slight to him, merely the truth that his most significant achievement appears to be his survival. Nearly 2,000 years passed before his name surfaced anywhere, and that in the Black Book. What then of Magledir's inclusion? Why did Voin see fit to write of this elf? We must return in these halls of memory to Voin's account of the Grey Mountains. Right, off we go. So we're going to go back to something that we've already seen, but it'll be slightly different, I wager. Gandalf flips through the pages of the Black Book. What has Voin to say about this meeting? Listen well, Gazbo. Old strangers, who goes there for what purpose? It is a dwarf. Very perceptive. I'm called Magledir. My boon companions and I mean you no harm. You are an elf. Customary greeting. That is true. Mountains are no place for an elf. I think that is less true, Master Dwarf. We go where evil lurks and oppose it. Morgul did not adventure alone. I've learned the identities of the others in this band. Consider them now and I will share with you what I have learned. The Knights of Gondor are adventuring far from home in the years after the Battle of Fornost. They sought out pockets of anger and resistance in the mountains and ended their threat. These were their names. Overlang, Masilnis, Calatua, and Silmatar. You know these names, Gazbo, as do I. And you know the name of he to whom they pledged their loyalty. Eano. Before he became the king of Gondor, he was its prince. While his father Eärnil ruled from Minas, he did the bidding of Gondor in the north. Eärnil fought at Fornost with his knights, and it was there they met Morgul. For 20 years after the Battle of Fornost, they sought to end the threat of Angmar forever. This brought them to the Grey Mountains, where they met Voin of the Jaruka. Yes, Gazbo. With deception, Voin masked the name, but it is of Eärnil, he writes. The very same Eärnil who would become Mordrith, the false king of Angmar. The same Eärnil who commanded the armies of Mordor in the guise of Gothmog. He troubles us still and makes his presence felt, even in this tome from 1,000 years ago. I should have known, Gazbo. I should have read the signs.
Gothmog has been responsible for much sorrow in each of his guises.
It seems too that his fate is interwoven with yours, or even the tale of Voin is not free of his corruptive touch, though it be written almost 1,000 years ago. Gothmog has been a long simmering font of evil. He can no longer remain unchallenged. It is time at last to put an end to him. These past few years revealed to us that which we did not know. King Eärnil was not slain when he rode to Minas Morgul to confront the Witch King. He was instead transformed into Mordorith, a thrall of the Lord of the Nazgul. It was by Mordrith's hand that the shadow fell upon Angmar, but he was opposed by Golodir the Ranger and Narmalef of Linden, to say nothing of a certain burglar of my acquaintance. Mordrith's designs were broken, but his spirit persevered, and he was given a new guise and a new task. He would command Sauron's army in war, second only to his old master, the Witch King of Angmar. But the Witch King was slain at Pelennor, and few only might have dared hope, and Gothmog's confidence in his invulnerability was shaken. He fled the field, escaping to Imlad Morgul and stealing the rose in or out of the Vale. While Sauron thrived, the three peoples of Middle-earth had worries about occupying their attention, and Gothmog could be set aside. But now a new fear presents itself to me. Gothmog has had time to lick his wounds and search the valley for artifacts that might reverse his fortunes. What terrible sorceries might he have discovered?
King Elisar has charged against
we're ding to
Faramir with
126.
cleansing the evils from Imlad Morgul.
Yeah. Right, you lost my child to Fennes Gost on the outskirts of Imlad Morgul when you accept this quest. But King Elisar has charged Faramir, Prince of Ithilien, with cleansing the evils from Imlad Morgul. Find his men at Fennes Gost, the Dread Door, on the western bounds of Gorgoroth, and aid them with their mission. They will not be able to stand alone against Gothmog, but your help may tip the balance in their favour. Remember, my friend, Minas Morgul was once the Tower of Minas Ithil, a jewel of Gondorian art and culture, but it has been long centuries corrupted by the Nazgul and Sauron's other terrible servants. No one can say what dangers you will find within, but I trust that if any stout axe has the courage to face them, you do. Right, so we'll accept that. Travel to Fennes Gost and the outskirts of Imlas Morgul. Okay, here we are at the Dread Door. Talk to the injured ranger. Soldiers of Ithilien are hard pressed at Fennes Gost. And we blast through to the shadow of Mordor. There we go.
We have need of strong allies, and dare not turn anyone away.
Be careful, friend. We are hard pressed here, and attacks can come at any time without warning. It was at Prince Faramir's command that we forced open the Dread Door, and we paid dearly for it. Many of my brethren did not survive the initial attack, but now we hold it against whatever evils try to retake it. We will not risk dishonouring the memory of our fallen by giving it back. We established a camp to the west, and you may find the prince there. Do what you can to help us, for we have need of strong allies, and do not dare turn anyone away. Well, let's speak to Ingold, because he's stood here.
Come then.
Okay. Gaspar, I did not think to see you again. I heard that urgent matters took you away from the conquest of Golgoroth and sent you far to the north. Well, much has transpired while you were gone, my friend. The masters of Mordor have turned their attention upon the dead city. I know not why, but their power has grown, and whatever reasons they have for coming to Minas Morgul must be fell purposes indeed. We have come to stop them before they achieve whatever it is they seek to achieve. We found Faramir in good health, commanding the Rangers of Ithilien. They entered the Morgul Vale, and it is their design to cleanse the city of evil and reclaim it for King Elisar. Faramir established an encampment, Echad Wheel, nearest to the city. It should be, if you should travel there, you'll be glad to have your aid. Right. So we actually got to find... Yeah. Well, it's actually there. So we'll just get on the wall steed. We'll get that. Da da da. Right. Of course, we're coming in from the opposite side, aren't we? I forgot. Yeah. Here's Minas Morgul. For those of you that haven't seen it before, it does get a slightly better view from other vantage points, which we'll see. But that is your first view of Minas Morgul, the dead city, which obviously was the basically the place where the Witch King harboured his forces until launched when they attacked Minas Tirith. Yeah, it is a very, very good and well done place. The art was very, very good on it. Down and down and down we go. Keep forgetting you come in from the eastern end, even though it does say, I think, in the introductory text that you're in from the western end, which I think is actually technically wrong. But we've got to find all these places anyway, so begins our journey into the Morgul Vale. But I am slightly ahead of myself a little bit level wise, but not to worry. Here we go. Probably quite busy too. I hit perfectly into the tree. Right, new scouting. New deed scouting the Rastuath. There we go. There we go. So we've got the stable master there. There's Bergond. Bergond hails you warmly. Welcome to
I
you.
bid you welcome to Imlad Morgul.
Ah, do I say welcome? It's not a welcoming place, and indeed it must be the least such I have ever seen. Even so, it is my honour and my joy to serve here at the command of King Elisar, for it was his mercy alone that allows me to still draw breath. My crime could not be forgiven. I spilled the blood of my fellows, and for that, a guard of the citadel deserves death. But because I acted to save the life of my lord Faramir, the king named me in exile and charged me with the further protection of Faramir's life. I do not gainsay the king's wisdom, nor would I, but neither am I blameless. I bear my guilt with me and strive every day to serve King Elisar and Prince Faramir. It is the king's command that Minas Morgul be utterly destroyed and the valley cleansed. I do not know how this might be accomplished, but I will do whatever I can to make it so. Thus do I welcome you to Imlad Morgul, Gazbo, strange though it seem. My prince has not found it easy to shake his roots as a ranger. Even now he walks somewhere in the valley, despite our warnings. I ask you to find several places from which to look at Minas Morgul and at the bridge of Guliant, and also to defeat our foes along the Rathduath. Take the road west until you emerge from the trees. There is a short stone pillar by the side of the track from which you can study the walls of the city. Faramir intended to survey Guliant, and you may find him there when you have accomplished these tasks. How you doing, Keepy? Da da da. Right. Arador. Noisome Vale. I'm probably going to have to do some of these, unfortunately. A little bit ahead of me. I'm glad to find you well after all the war, Burglar. There is much to be done here. Perhaps you've seen, or perhaps I would say smell, the noisome flowers that bloom through the Rathduath. Some say they were bred by the Witch King to sicken those who travel through Imlad Morgul. I don't know if this is true, but it seems plausible. He hated us, and why should he not? We proved the greatest threat to him, did we not? I heard he died at Pelennor, and no doubt we had a great deal to deal with. We had a great deal to do with that. Well, these flowers remain, and I fear the effect may have upon the rangers. Would you be willing to burn any noisome flowers you come across on your travels? You'd be doing all of us a great service, friend. We'll pick this up, because at the end of the day, it's XP, which I'm obviously trying to cram through because we are still on the recognition weekend.
Good.
Poisonous wilds.
Yeah.
Ever since I stood lookout over the city of Esquilias, my mind was captured by the strange wonders of the Morgul Vale. My eyes kept turning that way, for I have been gripped with the fear of it for all my life, ever since I was just a boy. But that was right and proper, for it is a site of evil, and one should be wary of such places. But now Faramir has returned to lead the Rangers of Ithilien hither, and I must find my courage. Indeed I have, for I see now that the known evil is less frightening than that which is unknown. I see that Rathduath is home to many varieties of noisome plants and fungal growths. This is nature, not sorcery. Some of the fungal growths spew deadly fumes which certainly pose a danger to those who travel through the valley. If you come across any of these deadly varieties, destroy them. We will all thank you for it. And last but not least, the Morgul Dween. Faramir has asked me to continue studying the waters of the Morgul Dween, but I have yet to learn what might be causing this corruption. You helped me retrieve... Whoa, bright light. Sorry if you... All of a sudden, the sun has decided to make an appearance. I think it's the first time all day. You helped me retrieve river samples once before. Might you do the same again? I said we will find the answers if we work together. Does a tributary pass through the city, taint these waters, or does the problem lie nearer the river source? Would you take these samples from nearby tributaries into the Morgul Dween and a sample closer to the river's source for me? I would be most grateful for your assistance, my friend. Yeah, no, probably. There we go. Whew. Bright light, bright light. We'll accept that one as well. Right, there's Sterling Dole over there. We're going to speak to... Introduction, Imlad Morgul.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Gazbo, you have returned. I wager your journey to the north was a success if you have returned to assist us at this hour. While we successfully secured Talatharui, fumes and fire aside, the memory of that place still unsettles me. Barangos has remained hidden, but I saw tendrils of his thought everywhere, and his servants still haunted me. Now they are gone, and it is as if they never were. Where did they go? For what purpose? Pressing matters in the Morgul Vale drew us hither, and I must leave Talatharui behind. I will try not to dwell upon it, but still I worry. Let us aid Faramir with this task here, and we will turn to the matter of vanish Barangas when the city is cleansed. I am glad you are here.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
And the Grim Vale, which is examine the orcs and defeat Morgul sentries. I should be glad to see a dead orc lying upon the road, yet instead I am concerned. The orc was not killed by one of our own. It would seem that someone hunts orcs in the Morgul Vale. Another orc, a mysterious friend. More investigation is required to determine if the killer poses a threat to us. Examine the body and search for more sentries of Minas Morgul. We must get to the bottom of this. Right there, Damrod's there. I'm like, where's Damrod? I'm like, there. Can't see him.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Okay, so we've got enough for that. Just need acquaintance. And then we will have things that we can get from here as well. Obviously the new sigils. There's Damrod.
Will you hear my plight?
Welcome to Echad Juil, Gazbo. Within any wood, we rangers know how to travel at speed while remaining hidden. I find myself much more at home here than I did in the barren waste where we last spoke. Come, we have much to discuss. You and Damrod shared stories and the account of your recent adventures. Then you will assist us here in Rathduath for now? Good. You have not changed, my friend. I'm glad to hear it, for we have need of you here. Did you think otherwise? Complete quest in the Rathduath to establish a hold in the area. So, pretty much. I'm just going to remove that one because we don't... just see... Okay, we don't need that. Done that. I'm just going to actually check that that deed was complete. Yeah, the quest of mod obviously, so we have actually finished that one. That's handy. Book of Mordor. Right, so we'll get rid of that one, but we can plunk that one back in. Right. Bounty Skirthas. We'll get these as well, but... So the bounty notice reads, you want to fight orcs, you want to fight wargs. These are worthy foes, but they are not the worst of the threats in Rathduath. Read on, if you dare. We need someone to do something about the goats. These are not ordinary goats, these are dire horns. They do not customarily attack travellers, but lately a powerful beast seems to have organised the things into an aggressive fighting force. Perhaps he learned it from the wargs. Hunt down these dire horns and their pack leader and make the Rathduath a place where we need not fear even the goats. There will be a reward in it for you, of course, as well as the personal satisfaction that you are not afraid of goats. Okay. That's that one. And the other one... Bounty notice reads, we need someone to do something about the orcs, not just the rank and file warriors though. We need you to defeat their leaders, the intelligent orcs that give out the orders to all the rest. Those are the ones that have the potential to cause us the most grief. There's a reward in it for you if you can slay some of the higher ranking orcs, Morgul captains and warg masters. Oh, well, we'll do that obviously, but we are just going to remove those two bounties just so we can put the other two things back in. Right, there we go. So as you can see, we've got a lot of places to kind of go. Let's just head up to the north, shall we? We'll head up this way. There's some noise, some fungus. Dead orc. Sure, we come back to that at some point. Oop. Right, now some fungus. Here we go. They say doing these quests may be below us, but we do need to do them for the deed to unlock everything. So that one's poisonous wild. Okay. Whoops. More fungus. What do I have? There we go. Bit of extra run speed. Not much, but just a little bit. Okay, there's a dire horn. I know I'll probably have to kill a few of these anyway, but... So that's a bit of a combination. Dire horns and enemies, which I believe is part of this chapter anyway, so... looking good. More bats. Right. Now, is there something in this valley that I've missed? Don't worry about that dire horn, but... okay. Oh yeah, there's some fungus there. This I know obviously is for a later quest, so I can't activate it yet. Unfortunately. Damn it. So this one is Skeethis. I'm sure they're over there. You go back up to the top and then they're over on this plateau somewhere for that bounty. But there is quite a few dire horns over there, so... down there is a little bit of a weird place as well. Let's take out the prowler, or a prowler. Boom. But yeah, there's a camp up there which we're going to get to as well. Okay. Oh, the Morgul Dween as well is another one. Get that one off. That one there. Now the Morgul Dween is that one. Okay, so there's that in there, there's that one there. Can't see where the other third one is. Anyway, we'll go through here. We'll just carry on over this bit here, because I'm fairly certain when we go straight ahead here, we will find where Skeethis is the... Yeah, I did seem to think that's Keepy. I was trying to think, does that just show up later? I'm fairly certain Skeethis is through here because there's a load of dire horns as well. Yeah. Is that in there? It is. Stop that. Boom. That's that one down. But then I just need more dire horns, which I can do right about here anyway. Boink. And these do count double, but there's a slightly closer view of Minas Morgul. You see, some of the text is aren't loading there, but hey-oh. I must be just at a certain distance so that certain things are rendering, but not others. Alright, let's just go stealth again. And pop. It was damn handy that these things die at one shot. Oh, What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an aim on that one, and then I'm going to hit them both. A bit of a problem because he just turned around just at that precise moment. Alright, so that's that bounty done. So you defeated the Direhorn herd and their leader Skeithras, ensuring that the Wrath will be a little safer for the people who must journey there. The identity of the bounty poster remains secret, but you suspect he must be a farmer, someone who raised livestock before being tasked with the mission of cleansing the Morgul. His notice seems to indicate that he was personally insulted that Skeithras had turned the goats into creatures of evil. However, he may have been, whoever rather he may have been, your work here must have eased his heart. So there we go. That's deed bestowed, which is a friend to the white saint. So I've actually achieved acquaintance then. So what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to smack this one then. There we go. So that's the 10 of 10 for the foes. So we're going to get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Put that one back in. Now I'm fairly certain I can't actually get that because I'm not high enough level. Oh, I can. Alright, it's like... Ah, of course, yeah. Prospect. I'm already... yeah, I forgot I can collect everything on this burglar. Dope. Silly arse. Right, up the hill. Kergrim Prowler. He needs to go. Boink. One shot. The only problem is that because I'm doing these quests that are slightly below my level, I'm not hitting as well as what I should, or not getting as many points as what I should. There we go. Right, there's one of the Morgul Dween tributaries that I've got to collect things from. Bloody bat. Boink. There we go. So the water appears to be somewhat clean. Gather lagoons, the broken houses. Okay, we don't actually need to be in there just yet. That is a follow-on quest. But I will go up this hill here. So then I can get this horse route from these people up here. Yeah, I will do, Keepy. I'm just, like I say, it's only because I'm here, then I've got the campsite for there. I can't believe there's a Direhorn just sat there.
Let us not tarry.
That means I can get back to Echad Wheel quicker. So I'll just use it while I'm here.
Now then.
Right, so let's do Grimvale. That's obviously down there around the hill. Need some flowers as well. Okay, so there is saying there's some more flowers around here somewhere. Oh, that's up there. I know some flowers and... Wait, it's the fungus and the poison mushrooms. At some point I will have to do the weeklies on this couch. I've been to Scarhowl just to get the... because I had to get the horse route there, so I did hand in at Scarhowl, but when I do it on like the hunter and the champ, I'll get some more things, because this character does need a buff when it comes to his let me just remember, it is Taylor, isn't it, that does the bags for the burglar? I'm fairly certain it is. Ah, it is, right, okay. Not really. I've got a lot in my vault somewhere. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 in my vault for the time being. Oop. I need to have a look actually and see which is my tailor. If I've got a high enough one actually. I'm not too sure if I do. No, Terry's a metalsmith. I'd have to have a look at my I can just have a quick look in my Google Drive, because I do have a little folder that has my LOTRO outs listed. And Creosote is Western Net, Taylor, Warmier. I think Taylor is the one. But Terry can, but he's not gilded. He's a metal guild, so I don't know if he can. Yeah, see, he isn't. He's just Western Net. Oh, sorry, Western Net Taylor with guild can. Yeah, sorry. That's a good point, actually. Let me just open that up again. Now, Creosote is Western Net Master. He's Taylor Guild Master. So, Guamier is Western Net as well. Yeah, it's whether they've actually got enough rep with the guild. Yeah, Creosote's just Taylor Guild Master. So he's probably not. Yeah. I'm gonna have to have a look into that. I'm fairly certain it's the one that I have trouble with. How you doing, Mr. Meatsy Donks? How you doing? Right, mushrooms. There we go. You shouldn't be able to. Oh, you can. You can sneak up on a poison mushroom. Right, so we need the sentries, which are down here as well. Okay. Walls of the Dead City Tower above. Monumental and menacing. Yes, they do indeed. Excellent. Smithers. Flowers. Ooh. It's quite handy. He did his little dance around that burrowing veil crawler. some more noisome flowers. Point 205. Hey, let's go. Actually, I do need to kill warg. Oh, but it's the warg masters, and it isn't the normal level wargs. There we go. 9 of 20. It's quite clever because it just drags you along this road until you get to Faramir, and then Faramir says, hey, see if you can get into the tower, blah, 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 blah. And you think, yep, I probably can, but... Actually, I can probably sneak in the other way. When poisonous wilds, you burned and destroyed many species of poisonous mushrooms that plague the Morgul Vale. The threat is not ended forever. Their spores live on in the winds, and it will be a long time before the valley might truly be free of them. But you have made a start and lessened some of the danger. There we go. Let me get in range. Let me get a shot. Oh. I don't know if that person was just holding on while I got a tag on them or not. I don't really know. But it was handy that they did. Right, so we just need another Morgul sentry. Well, hopefully there's one back down the road. More noisome flowers. Morgul bat. We need to take him out of the equation. Blink. Oop. Like that. So we don't have to kill everything if we can help it. Boink. There we go. 15 of 20, so we're not doing too bad on that score. We just need another sentry. And there's one. Hopefully that hunter doesn't do anything to... What? 5 of 5. Ah, yeah, there's another corpse back there, isn't there? Let's just sneak behind. Point. There we go. Fairy member, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Right, so a little bit further along. Some poison mushrooms we don't need. We've done them. Dark water might be alright.
Holy shit!
Thank you for the follow, my friend. Have some epic sax guy. There we go. Thank you very much. Right. We'll accept that. It's there for something at a later date. Right. Oh yeah, I need to look at the environs. Dr. Faramir, the dark waters of the Morgul being rushed beneath the stones of the Guilant.
I will not say this is a pleasant place, but I know that once it was.
It's good to see you again, Gazbo. I will not say this is a pleasant place, but I know that once it was. There was sorry. Excuse me. This was Imlad Ithil, and nowhere else in Gondor could rival its beauty when the Ithilduin River sparkled in the moonlight like a vein of silver threaded between dark cliffs. When Isildur came to these shores with his father and brother, he was so taken by the beauty of the valley that he built a citadel beneath the slopes of Akathras, the tallest peak of the Epel Duath. Minas Ithil, he called it, and Barakuron, the tower of the crescent moon, rose from its topmost level. But that was long ago, and the Lord of the Nazgul coveted the valley and the citadel sheltered within. Twice the Witch King seized the city. The first time he possessed it only until the last alliance of men came south and fought the war that ended the Second Age. Minas Ithil remained under the control of Gondor for centuries, and although it would never again attain the heights it had known under Isildur, it drew the imaginations of poets, artists and minstrels from all over the kingdom. That all came to a sad end with the second of the Witch King's assaults upon the city. When the Nazgul captured Minas Ithil for the second time, that name could no longer describe the citadel. It became Minas Morgul, the Tower of Sorcery, and so it would stay. So we get to choose one of these braces. So that is indeed slightly better. Parry and resistance. So, yeah, probably better off taking out the Morgul reclaimers, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with that.
When I was just a boy, my brother, Boromir, and I had the finest teachers in all of Gondor.
Let's just break that down. Get rid of that. So that is going to replace that one. And then that one is bound to account, so we keep hold of that. Guess you never know if you're going to need it. Put these things down there. Okie dokie. Right, when I was just a boy, my brother Boromir and I had the finest teachers in all of Gondor. They told us tales of noble Elendil, wise Isildur, and bold Anarion. Our days were spent reenacting their most heroic deeds. For all of these tales, it was the fall of Minas Ithil to the Lord of the Nazgul that most moved my brother's heart. I can still hear his voice recounting it to me on a stormy afternoon, Gazbo. And though the tale is a sad one, the recollection is welcome to me. An army of orcs came to the gates, I can hear him say, but they were met by a hail of stones. The lord of the city, a great captain named Egelmoth, sent out sorties to sow confusion upon the orcs and delay their plans. The Witch King himself sought to breach the gates, but could not. Years before, and at the request of the King of Gondor, the wizard Curanur placed powerful enchantments upon them, and they held against the Witch King's evil sorceries. But Egelmoth knew his men could not outlast the forces arrayed against them. At dawn of the appointed day, he sounded his war horn and led his men on their mounts through the gates, forming a wedge to drive the enemies to either side or trample them underfoot. They rode to the bridge, see the light on their faces as they approached, knowing freedom is near, but it was not to be so. For as they neared the Ithilient, the bridge sundered, its pieces falling into the river. Egelmoth could go no further, but he despaired not. He commanded his men to turn their backs to the raging river, and they charged once again, straight towards the orc enemies and their fell commanders. So died Egelmoth, but the tale of Egelmoth's onslaught fills our hearts with joy even today, for we know that he died in the service of Gondor, and so we remember him. Faramir smiles, remembering his brother's love for this tale, then he sighs wistfully and scuffs the stones with the toe of his boot. The Nazgul had weakened the supports of the bridge, so ensuring Egelmoth could not escape that way. Boromir was also quick to point out that it was a strategy they had learned from Isildur, for the son of Elendil had used that very tactic against him when he first escaped Minas Ithil. Theirs was not a mindless evil, Gazbo. Let us be glad they are gone. Yes, the Nazgul are slain with Sauron, but others might still work his evil within the dead city. South of here, the road climbs up to Minas Morgul. Go there and learn what you can of the situation inside. Defeat whatever foes you find there in memory of the hero Egelmoth, and in memory of my brother too. There we go. So that's part of the book quest, which is nearly on level. So that is basically just following the path and then into Minas Morgul. remember, how much money did it take to get to your level? How much money? I just played and played and played. I've played this character from level 1 up to level 126. I have a couple of characters that I have Valared. Now, Valaring means you take them up to, from whatever level it is, say level 10 up to level 95, 110, 120, whichever one you choose. But I've only done that on 2 characters, only one on this account. By the way, is the frame rate okay? Because I'm only getting quite a low bit rate. It seems to be picking up again now. I think it's because I was stood still. When I stand still, the bit rate drops. But because maybe there's, yeah, it's only going down to like 3,500. Yeah, it's popping up to 6,000 when I move. That's fine. I was just a bit worried. But yeah, it doesn't. Remember, my account is a founder's lifetime one, so I'm a subscriber, a permanent VIP to the game. So I do get certain perks by being a VIP, but it's not something that you have to do. You don't have to pay to win to get there. You just have to take your time and play the game. 130 is the level cap, by the way. Right, let's head up the hill. Actually do need to change my milestone because I'm still set for Adam Bell. Boop. Can do. Okay, there's a rare Mordor chest there. Now, I think I can get this without pulling that Morgul gatekeeper. I think. But if I remember rightly, I might have to stand over here and be hidden out of sight. I think he's going to pull, isn't he? He really is going to pull. Fairly certain. I don't know if I can get up here. Oh, sneaksies. Can't get into that corner. If I stand here... Okay, maybe. No. Not let me in. Right. I reckon as soon as I activate this, he's going to pull. No, he hasn't. Wow. Do you know, I actually thought he'd activate. Okay, okay. Let's see if I can just sneak through. Go through, boys. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ooh. There we go. Smack him because he's looking in the corner. Right. So, we're into, obviously, Minas Morgul, but we just need to find the kind of camp. So we need to head back across to our left somewhere, I think. These sergeants are a bit of a pest, but hey-ho. Damn. The archer there. Excuse me. There we go. The defiler. There we go, 5 of 8. Okay, so that's the Tower of the Tree Garth, which I think is the next level up. We'll go in there in a minute. Yeah. Because that over there to our left is our first port of call. But we'll just kill off this... this little sneaky goblin scout. That one done. And the archer will just mez. We'll aim. And we'll smack. There we go. So that's that done as well. Climb the ramps obviously to the second level, but we don't want to do that yet. Because we haven't even done this bit yet. Cool. Right, so we have legendary item leveled up. Yeah, that's fine. Deed bestowed. Scout in the Minas Morgul. Complete quest in the Wrath to Wrath. Into the Circle of Wrath. Secure the tower. Okay. So I kind of need to go back down the stairs, don't we? Does that take us back through that gateway? Oh, it does bring us out. That's good. That's good. Okay. What we need is what we need.
Now then.
Okay, so we're actually kind of outside now. We could do with being there as well, but that's the two quests that take us in there. That's the Noisome Vale. So let's just get on the normal horse for the time being. So we do need 2 more. Flowers. Aha. And that as well. Okay. You have burned many of the noisome flowers that grow throughout the Wrath to Wrath, but the wilds of Inland Morgul remain treacherous. You must still exercise caution, but the rangers of Ithilien will be pleased by your efforts all the same. Okay. Right. Heading along here, hopefully. See you later, Hawk. Right. Put it on the wall steed, actually. This way. I think this is to find the other rock, is the one that I found earlier that's just past it on the hill. Up here somewhere on the right hand side. There it is. Yay! Footprints lead away from the recently slain orc. Yup. Okay. So this then I think leads towards where the Kergrim are in that valley that have been killing orcs. There we go. There we are. Trail leads to a group of gruesome Kergrim devouring bodies. Now, I don't actually need to kill them yet, but there will be a point where you do actually have to kill them because they do send you into Daru Lagers, which is back down there. Well. Into that we go. And Vesterindol.
Faith alone will not stop.
Kergrim, you say? I've only heard tales of these beasts, but they sound vicious and unpleasant. I'm thankful that you were able to fend them off. It's not the end of it. Now we must devise some course of action to deal with the Kergrim. The safety of our outpost is at stake.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
The Kergrim must congregate somewhere in the Morgul Vale, but where? What if they gather at the old Gondorian burial houses that our scouts spotted when we entered the valley? I shiver at the thought of those beasts feeding on the dead, but these are likely to be many good men laid to rest in those crypts, and the Kergrim would not respect their sanctity as we would. You should head towards the charnel houses and defeat any Kergrim you find on the way. I will join you when I can. That means you won't. Right, so we've also got orcs. Oh yeah, they're later on. We'll just get rid of that for the time being. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, up we go. Okay. Yeah. Right. Broken houses of Daru Lagers have been taken by the Kergrim. Altars. So the broken houses of Daru Lagers, the Kergrim have defiled the sacred place, housing the resting dead. Now it is a place filled with their vile altars, where we construct horrid rituals. Everything the beasts have constructed here must be destroyed, as the dead are ever to know peace. Under the broken houses of Daru Lagers, the Kergrim have defiled the sacred place housing the resting dead, and now it is a place the beasts have dedicated to foul rituals and sacrifice, and the beasts gather here in defiance of the solemn peace that once blanketed the houses. The Kergrim here must be defeated, or they will continue their foul practices. Ah, keep it. Yeah, well, you know, that kind of will happen. Boink. You White Slayer of Imlad Morgul. Huh? I don't know. They'll probably say one. Straight line. Yeah, boop. Okay, somebody's killing everything in here by the looks of it. Yep. Hunters. Goddamn bloody hunters everywhere. Defile bones. Right, we go onto here. There's our altars, there's some bones up. And an altar sacrifice over there. There we go. So I need Prowlers, Ravagers, Invokers. Oh, that one's still stuck in that. It doesn't ever spawn right. He spawns in the wall. Oh, he spotted me. They're hammering it down with rain out there. That was a good idea or not? Oh shit, I do need to go up there. Let's just stealth. Whoop. Ah, he spotted me. Oh, they both bloody spotted me. That's not good. We go up. See, I don't get that. Yep. There we go. It's that one. The Invoker. So I need 4 more Ravagers, 3 more Prowlers, 4 more Altars, 2 more Bones and 3 more Kergrim in general. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's just waltz through this lot if we can, without pulling anything. I did. Wow. Oh, was that AoE? They have like an aura that knocks you out stealth. Little weasels. We've got all the defiled bones. Just wait for that to come off cooldown and then we can sneak up the stairs. Oh, Christ. This aura of the whites just knocks you out. Stealth. Kind of buggers up the ability to sneak past them. Get past the Kergrim. Right, one more altar. I'm presuming it's up here somewhere. It is. This must be where the hunter came through. Right. You destroy the altars and bone piles in Darulagers. Those who seek to cleanse the Morgul veil of the evil that grips it will give thanks for your deeds for this day, for it is a beginning, but there's still more to do. Right. Okay. Burglar, the overseer. Okay, let's see. Is he actually here? I think he must have been killed very, very recently because he isn't here. Yeah, flip. Yeah, I thought because there wasn't a lot in the way, if you know what I mean. So I thought, hang on, I think somebody, because there was a hunter wandering around as well. So we'll just wait for him. I can jump onto here by R4. Be any time really. There he is. So even if it was like 4 o'clock, I have half an hour. I don't need to settle for it. Dead. The Burglar falls. His leader watches from the path to the north. Shalgoth. You're not succeeding in stopping the ritual, brittle one. Oop. So we're 126.5 already. We did ding to 126 so probably about an hour ago, something like that. So you can see the extra ability to get 100% on top of everything else does help massively. Right, there's normally a couple of invokers here, so I reckon that there's somebody killing stuff. Right, we found the Gorthad Nur, the Deep Barrow. Okay. Feed bestowed. Yep, finished that one as well. Oop, hello. Thurindol, there you are.
Faith alone.
Still on, my friend. I saw that fiend you chased. Shalgoth entered the tomb ahead.
Will you hear my plight?
Now, there is this one to do, which is complete Gorthad near the Deep Barrow instance. But I don't know if I have to do it to complete the area. By area, I mean the 15 quests within Rath Duath. These structures were not fashioned by the hands of men. The Kergrim seem more organised than the beasts you've encountered in days past. Whatever their plans are, you must stop them. Seek out the chamber in the barrow where Shalgoth seeks to perform this ritual. I will make certain that no Kergrim enters the barrows to ambush you from behind. Oh yeah, that's it. You just stay outside and pick your nose. There is over... where is... Oh, there's... Oh, the Black Chest of Mordor's up there, isn't it? Isn't it right next to that invoker? Where is the bloody Black Chest? I can't remember where it is. Oh, it's there. There we are. Spotted that one. That's the rare Mordor chest. You do get these dotted all the way around. Just need to open them up because you get crafting materials and stuff for all the various crafts. Get rid of that because we don't want it. That, and that. Right. And then over here is the seal. Ooh. That just knocked me out. There we go. Right, you stumble across a strange seal bearing a mark of death. The seal of Kolos Gers. How it was placed here remains a mystery, and it seems the stone seal was once set in something. Perhaps an answer lies in the dead city of Minas Morgul. You're not wrong. Oh. There we go. Right. So if you have a little look here, you can see the tower. And we are kind of above Minas Morgul, way up in the hills. But yeah, it's, it is quite good how they've laid out the whole area so that, you know, the kind of valley and everything and the hills wrap around the back. So whilst that is one of the highest points, the mountains still go that little bit higher. Right, let's just talk to... Boink. There. I mean, like that Morgul White there, he's getting so close. You just think, well, why is it allowed to get that close? Because that's going to activate every time you talk to Thurindol. Right. Quickly now, we must stop whatever ritual Shalgoth seeks to perform. We will meet at a camp when our mission is complete. Okay. So, Gorthrad. So what's the lowest you can actually do this on? 1, 2, 1? Oh, fuck it, I'll do it on level. I'll do it on level. It's just I'll get more XP for killing things on level.
Shalgoth, the leader of the Kergrim Bone Worshippers, hides far within Gorthadnur, the Deep Barrow. He and his followers seek to complete some dark ritual of necromancy and must be stopped.
I'm getting all sorts of deeds popping up now. Aethelgwar, Gorthadnur. Another deed bestowed, the Deep Barrow Slayer. See, this is actually a problem because these whites do knock me out of stealth, so I lose that impact which I can hit from stealth straight away. Now, we've got to be careful of the floor. The floor is decidedly tricksy. Spikes. Let's kill these bone piles because things start respawning from the bloody things. Don't deal with them. Is not what you're after. You can use the traps on the floor as well when you do see them to actually do damage to the opposition. You just need to find the traps on the floor though. You can't always see them. Spider and insect slayer of Minas Morgul. Right there. See that ground there, that's got spikes that come out of it. And it does damage. And it knocks you out of stealth. Well, it's doing me a bit of damage there, which isn't a good combo. There we go. But you can get skewered very quickly. I'm down quite a bit of health there. So you can get past. Just be careful, there is another bloody one here, so use areas to your advantage. Yeah, there's things in the floor there as well. Ooh, nearly. Nearly walked straight into it. Let's just turn him around. Hopefully one shot him. There we go. So yeah, just be mindful of the floor because you will come off worse. Okay. Oh, yeah, he did do a bit of damage there, but what we can probably do with this one is we might just have to lob a knife at it and bring it into range, but it does some damage on the spikes. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, Kergrim Invoker there. And a Ravager there. Let's take these out as well. Boop. Kergrim Slayer. Oh, okay. So we can't get into there, it's barred. It looks like we might have to kill some more things and find levers, stuff to open up doors. Like that. Right. Shalgoth. That is him indeed. Hopefully, I can just smack these. Let's just mez him temporarily before we strike hard on that one. get positional. We go back into stealth on that one, which is handy. Right. So we've actually hit a reforge just at that opportune moment. Let's just do a quick reforge. I'll just take some antidote because that's draining my power every few seconds. Wow. He's 464, so he's going to be an interesting little bugger to fight, isn't he? Right, I got a thingy. The problem is I'm not going to, because I think I have to activate him. I'm not going to get my stealth. Yeah. Barrow Knight behind me. Barrow White. Right, so that's him dealt with. Apparently the ritual has been completed. Okay, what did I actually pick up from him there? Taking the contents of the corpse and... Okay, you just get lots of copper coins. We've got 3 sigils of Imladithel and a well-preserved relic. Now we are going to actually need to use these relics, but I can't use them yet until I unlock it a little bit further on, where I will be doing the reclamation of Minas Ithil. Which is something that we do later on, but we can deal with that in a bit, because we do have in the shared storage, in the reputation, we have got more than enough that we know what to do with. We've got stacks of hundreds. He's well preserved, and that can go into there. But beware, these well preserved relics are fellowship tradable, and they always bind to the person that's got them last when the time runs out. Now, if you're going to keep them for your own character, the way around that is to basically sell them to the vendor. So if I just get rid of everything else that I'm not going to sell, I'm going to get rid of that, keep that, sell, keep that, coming out of our ears, keep that, keep, sell, keep, sell, keep, sell, keep. Now, we've got the well-preserved. If I sell this to the vendor, literally just sell it, right-click, and then you buy back, then you find it well-preserved, it will now say that it's bound to account. So pretty much once you sell it to a vendor, it binds to you. If you buy it back, obviously, do remember to buy it back. So once it's bound to you, you can then utilize it whatever you want. Same with armor that's on a bound, it's on a cooldown to bound to account, or it's fellowship tradable, and just drag it in there. So that gives me 37. So that's the only easy way to do it, is to bind something quickly, so that it's not on account. Or otherwise, you have to keep it in your bag. But people soon worked out that you just need to vendor it. Hang on. So, is everything respawning? It must be. The beast at the ritual work must be deeper within the barrows. You're not wrong. Right, okay. When I looked at it, I thought I've actually been round that way, because I came round that way and then walked into there. As I turned left, came round. I know this one I hadn't killed down in this corner, but that skeleton's respawned there. Or the white. No, it's not a skeleton, it's a white. But... Right, okay. Now we've got wandering things, so we're just got to be a bit careful. Whoa! Morgul white, Morgul whites. Fuck. That's annoying. Oop, you can mess. Yeah. Right, he's still stunned, so let's just turn him around. Always hit him from behind if you can, because positional damage on the burglar is something that you need. There we go. Get out of that. But yeah, whilst it's quite easy on the burglar to wander around everywhere else, when these bloody things keep popping out like that, it's a bit of a problem. Boom. That wasn't too bad. Wonder if it's an aura that only activates when you move, so if you stay still, they don't detect you. Because there, I didn't actually move when that sarcophagus broke open. Okay. Inbound. Right. We need to be down there. Yeah, it just seems that way, Keepy. Like I say, when I moved, it... yeah, let's just reset now. Turn around. I don't think so. Get rid of that. Let's just go stealth again. Oh, it hasn't got rid of that. Oh, it's because I'm stood in the fucking puddle, you fool. There. Oh, hello. Right. You know what I'm going to just check is that in my vault, not wardrobe, you fool, in my vault, I do actually have tomes of accelerate. No, not war steed. So for an hour, I could earn an extra 100 on all kills. So I am killing a lot of stuff in here, you see. So it's going to give me a bit of a Brucey bonus on killing some stuff. There we go. Ooh. Oh, hello. Wow. Why is it picking up that one through the bloody wall? How rude. Okay. Seemingly I've got a couple of pathways down now, haven't I? Okay. Cool. I don't think I've ever heard it say that one before, that line before. Join the dead. Okay. Lots of Kurgan down there. Actually can't remember the pathway through here. Marked for sacrifice. That's a harsh one. That is a harsh one. Plus 300 damage threat, 300 threat input modifier. Wow. They're like saying, take him out, kill him. I get this funny feeling this way. Just gonna be up to the level that we were at before. Yeah, fair enough. Inumek. No, I didn't. Not this character. This character I've played from level 1 up to level 126. And he is a... oops, wrong way. A character that I've talked through. So every interaction with every NPC, I've actually basically done a talk through of. So yeah, it's been a long journey with this one. Oh, well out. I've only Valard 2 characters on my accounts. So I do have 2 accounts, one of which is a captain. He was level 27 or something like that, and I've Valard him to 120. But
holy shit snacks!
PV Parkstone, thank you for the follow. Have some epic sax guy. But he did... I do have another character on my other account, another captain who was level 60. So I've played like 87 levels as such, so I was no complete and utter newbie to it. So like I say, I've got a level 100 130 as well on top of these characters. But yeah, we got all the way through these this character just by chatting and discussing it. It was just a little bit of a homage to the devs who write all the quest rewards. Let's get in on them quick. Come on. All the NPC interactions, because a lot of people just hit skip, you know, move on. They don't actually read much of it, which is a damn shame, really, because a lot of the work that they put in is really, really good. Right, we're just going to stun that one. There's another one around that corner. We'll turn him around. We're going to hit aim, and then we're going to smack them both. Which is probably a bad idea because I've just pulled everything and everything. Touch and go. Let's have a bit of a heal. Oop. Knocked me out as well, just as I did that. Let's have a bit of power because that drain is draining me still. Right, we got this. Whew. There we go. Right. It's got that disease, which is not doing us any favours. There we go. Let's get that back up onto level. The other character, actually, that I do have that is Vallard is a Bjorning, but that's on my other account. I have a second lifetime account. Pile of bones. Let's take this out. There we go. Another pile of bones. We are probably going to get to deal with. What is a Valar? Basically, a Valar is the way that you skip levels. You can empower your character of the Valar. Now, a Valar is one of the higher beings of Middle-earth. Almost, not, I wouldn't say godlike, but they are to a degree as a comparative. They're seen as some higher being that kind of... I don't know, if you thought of maybe Greek mythology with like people like Zeus and all that kind of ilk, they're a little bit like that just as a comparative. I'm not saying they're an equivalent to, they're just a comparative to. So basically what you do, archangels, yeah, maybe is a good description of. And what you do is you Valar your character, you empower your character, and basically you're just skipping levels. So like I say, I took my captain from level 27 to 120 in one fell swoop. Same with my Bjorning that I did the other day. The issue I have with my Bjorning is I don't know how to play that as well as my other characters. So I've got a lot of learning to do on that one. Right, there we go. We have opened a doorway and we've also got the Reforge already. Wow. So let's just open up the item Reforge. Go through all these. There we go. Right. So here we are, Barnirath, the House of Bones. It's a bit of an interesting fight, this one. So I'm going to be interested to see, because obviously Gershorn, we've got these Morgul barrow whites. There's a white there. There's a shambling arm, which is that one, and there's a ritualist over there. So I do have a funny feeling that I'm going to struggle with this fight just a smidge. I'm just hoping I can actually crit this one. Join the dead. Okay, they've held off, so that's fine. I was bothered I wouldn't be able to heal up in between each fight, but seemingly I can, so I can maybe knock this one out quite quickly. Turn him around and crit him. Join the dead, he shouts. The problem is his Gerzhorn is going to obviously come alive eventually. We've got the Ritualist just to take out as well. Too late, the beast rises. Right, that means I can get a strike in, which is quite handy. Probably stun it as well. There we go. Comes out with stun very quickly. There we go. Defeat of Gerzhorn. Oh, there we go. Boom. That is complete. So I was trying to bring back Gerzhorn. What do we get from Gerzhorn? Medallions, marks, lots of silver pieces, and we'll get the chest. So we get more sigils of Imled Ithil, which is obviously a currency we can barter with, and another well-preserved relic. So now, out of interest, I could just leave this, couldn't I? I could just leave the instance. I don't have to fight my way back out. That will probably put me back then at where I went in, when I was stood next to him, I would have thought. It does. But obviously he's not there anymore. Right. So out we go. We need to make like a tree and leaf. And let's just drop into stealth. We don't want to be fighting these. Getting out of here is going to be a bit of a pest. I haven't set my travel skill. I could have skipped everything with the milestone. But I am going to have to fight my way out, unfortunately. But let's see if we can sneak a deek around. Ooh, shit. That didn't help. I could just die here. Very correct, very correct. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get on my steed of war. Yep. And just get down. We're going to put on sacrifice. Looks like somebody's actually been clearing the way, so that's actually handy. Somebody's obviously just been in here and killed a lot of things. There we go. Out we go. So that actually did help. Whatever has been in here has just cleared our way a little bit. Oh, do you know what? I haven't finished. I have not killed all this Kurgrim Ravagers. I need one Kurgrim Ravager. Can you believe it? Out of all that? Well, this is a Prowler, but... Oh, that's a Prowler too. Flip. I can't believe that I've not got everything I needed out of there. I need a Prowler. Sorry, a Ravager. Unbelievable. Right, here's one. There we go. You've defeated a host of Kurgrim Indaru Lagers for now putting an end to their foul practices. They will most likely return, but your deeds this day may cause them to hesitate. Runic Wolf, thank you very much. Viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, 2 months. Thank you very much, Runic. Much appreciate that, as always. Anybody that is a subscriber is an absolute legend. As did everybody that drops into the channel. Let it be known that I think no less of anybody that doesn't subscribe, just being here in the channel, is what I could only ever hope for. And thank you very much. Thank you, Runic. Much appreciated, my friend. And I hope you are having a fabulous day. Right, so let's get the sacrifice on. That white is going to pull, but hey, let's just sneaky past. Another prowler there. So let's talk to Thurindol at Echadwiel. Just back down the hill. Yeah, see, they're all prowlers out here. All the Ravagers were inside, so I would have had to go back in. But hey ho. Not to worry, not to worry. Another prowler, another prowler. Direhorn, mind the trees. Excellent, excellent. There we go. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Go up. It's alright. Right, let's talk to Thorindol.
Will you hear my plight?
Gazra, I'm glad you returned. I fended off many a Kergrim who were alerted to our presence, but it seemed all hope was lost. Then, like the flight of darkness, when a lantern is lit, the Kergrim gave up all of a sudden and fled for the hills. I knew then that you must have succeeded in your mission. You recount your journey through the Barrow. Sounds to me if the Kergrim were conducting these rituals to raise the dead at someone else's command. Perhaps the city of Minas Morgul holds the answers. We will venture there soon enough and learn if this be so. Not really anything better than what I'm actually using. So there we go. Right, so we need more quests. That's that one. Have we got anything else here? We need the orcs in the Rathduath. Still to do. So we actually need the Morgul Dween as well. So we need to go across the bridge. Finding this Morgul Dween one, I always think is a pain in the backside. It's working out where you need to access the water. And I think it's when you go in and deal with the orcs, the Morgul captains and the warg masters. Fairly certain it's when you go down there. Up here. Right, here we go. So, Rachmathan. The hillside of Rachmathan is home to many wargs. Their dens extending to the hills where the beasts are bred and trained by cruel orcs. These wargs and the orcs who train them must be cleared out of the woods of the Rathduath to ever be safe for Faramir scouts. The hillside of Rachmathan is home to many wargs. Again, their dens are protected by corrupted runes placed there by orcs to protect the lands they claim for their own. These runes should be destroyed or the wargs will quickly return to Rachmathan and the Morgul Vale will never be free of them. And yep, their dwellings are filled with filthy hides and their foul corpses of the spiders on which they gnaw. They decide which these mounds of hides and corpses should be burned to discourage the wargs from dwelling still in the Rathduath. I just went stealth there because he was getting a little bit on the close side. So he's going to get smacked. Boom. 1 of 15. Done. Up we go. Right, there's a warg master here who we do need to kill. Just going to stun his warg. Okay. Whoa. What happened there? Fair enough. Now the problem is I'm going to have to hit everything very quickly because this hunter is going to be tagging anything and everything. Yep, he's just shooting anything and everything. Burn the corpses. That is the difference between how a hunter plays and how a burglar has to play, because you have to be a bit more methodical as a burglar, whereas literally a hunter is just pew 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 and everything's dead. Right, this way. We used to be up here. Oh, there's a warg there. Didn't even see him. There we go. Oh, another warg there. Problem is he's probably not come this way. Do you know? I said floating names off and I was like, why am I not seeing these glowy things? And all of a sudden I've just realised why. Those floating names are off. There is one over there as well, which I need to go back up the hill for. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Oops. Up. Okay, another warg master here. Boom. Right up the hill. Boop. Alright, up and up and up we go. Like I say, this hunter will have probably cleared out a lot of the things. Well, he's only there, so it's not too bad. He's collecting runes, so... The thing I want to make sure is if he does take on the big boss dude, I get a tag on him. By the corpse. Just got a tag on that one, just threw a knife at it. Kind of caught him up a little bit, which is kind of handy. Oh, I don't think I got the hit on that one. I can just about get that room through the rib cage. Alright, that's all them. So you've done much to discourage the wargs remaining in the hills of Rach. Those who fight for Gondor to cleanse. Can't actually get the target while I'm not looking. There we go. Wow. Those who fight for Gondor to cleanse the Morgul will surely thank you for your efforts on their behalf. Oop. There we go. The spider corpse. And you did much to discourage the wargs from dwelling in the hills of Rach Mathan. Those who fight for Gondor will surely thank you for your efforts. There we go. We ding to 127. And we can also get the water sample. So ding ding dong. Ding ding dong. Right, so I need another captain. War master. Thing. Person. Whatever. There we go. Get rid of that. So let's just go back into stealth. Rare Mordor chest. Rookhook. There you are. Turn around. Done. You did much to hinder the wargs in Rachmathan, those who fight for Gondor in the Morgulville. Surely thank you for your efforts. And we can also get the rare Mordor chest. There we go. We've got a little bleed on us. Let's just get rid of that. So 11 of 15 on that. Let's just hit the stealth and let's get back out of there. Right. So out we go, but we can do the other camp, which is further along this pathway. We just need to get to the pathway. We're sneaking down all right there. Sneaking down. Sneaking. And should nearly be back down to the pathway. We'll actually drop off here. Or is it too high? Mind you, we do have the drop off all damage reduction, so I think we'll be alright if we utilise that. Whee. Oh, straight onto a warg. That's not the best idea. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Off we go. This is on the pathway, so we'll go to this camp because we need Morgul captains, and we'll get at least 2 or 3. Ah, yes. So now we need to get that Morgul doing further upstream sample. Right. That was obviously not what we required. Ooh, sneaked into stealth just in time there. As he would have pulled. Let's just take him out. Right, more quests are available. Banam Lugan. The orc encampment of Banam Lugan watches Minas Morgul from across the Morgul River, and it harbours supplies and weapons for the orcs. Destroying these weapons and ruining their supplies will surely throw some of the orc plans into disarray and aid the work of Faramir and his rangers in the Morgul Vale. And the purpose of the camp is unknown, but you might learn something of it if you can intercept some orcish orders. And the encampment seems to be a waypoint of sorts, with orcs coming and going to the city of Minas Morgul. Others over the mountains towards Cirith Ungol. It is important that the orcs at this encampment are dealt with, and swiftly. Right, okay. Marauder, Defiler. That Defiler is getting stunned because I don't want to hit him, and I'm going to splat them both. Boom. There we go. Right, we've got stuff that we need to take out up here as well. One of the captains. Let's take out the marauder, and the guard is activated as well. Not ideal, but hey ho. He's down. Right, take out the weapons. Take out the supplies. And then some more weapons there. Okay, so we have found some orders as well. Alright. Done. Black arrows inbound. Captain. Sitting with the aim. Doing a little stealth. Overlay. Yep. And there we go. Let's lickety split quick. And get them supplies from there. Okay, more supplies there. Be using. Right, the knowledge of the Orders and Nugakos plans to take Minas Morgul must be relayed to the Rangers of Ithilien as soon as you're able. They will surely want this information. There we go. Take out the guard. Boink. Yes. There we go. Another Morgul captain. Get through and around that would help. There we go. Another Defiler. Let's get behind him. Boom. One shot. Keep you trying some hacks with a hash. Boom. was a nice little hit. So we have actually got more Urukai that we need to kill as well. Okay. Stun that one. This war leader, get him turned around, get him stabbed. Wow. Okay. The wall here just popped there. Get out a stun on that one. Shocker. Come on. Still stun. Still stun. Yeah, come on. Oof, the entire crew got wiped out. Sacre bleu. Right, we're missing one vial supplies. Right, let's get him. Let's get him turned. Let's aim. I'm going to hit him with the opener. He's dead. Right, you've defeated many of the encamped at Banam Lugarn. Learn from the camp's leaders that the orcs here rally under the banner of Ugrkor. I get the rare Mordor chest. Boop. So, we need the vial supplies. We're missing one somewhere. We need to go on a little recce. I think it's back through here and over to the left, because there was a bit of an encampment that I didn't actually go into down here. Let's hope it's down here. There's a chest and a Morgul captain. It's going to be somewhere really simple and I'm just not seeing it. Where are you? It's showing further down below me. There's a chest there. There's a Morgul captain there. Same one as what we platted earlier. So as to defeat some of the stronger, more higher-ranking orcs in Rastu after disarray should prove useful to those who find themselves tasked with cleansing evil from the valley. Right, so this I'm getting a funny feeling that it is below us somewhere. But I just need a supplies. And I'm feeling like I've missed it somewhere obvious. There. Stabbed his foot. Right, so that will give us the finished introduction. You destroy many of the supplies and weapons that the orcs rely upon, and by doing so you've secured safer passage. The rangers scouting north of the river. Right, so that's that one done. Let's go stealth and let's get out of here. Can we get around the back of this tent? No. We'll get stuck here, aren't I? Nope. Just sneaked the way through. Well, let's just turn him around, just stab him in while we're there. Boom. There we go. How long we got left on that one? 16 minutes. There we go. 10,000 for killing that. What I've just done is I made the wrong bloody one there. Oh, actually it did work. That's handy. Did allow me to go into stealth. There we go. Right, let's take out this pack leader. Cool. Let's get rid of that. Get on the steed of steediness. And quick as we can. Back down the hill. Actually, I'm going the wrong bloody way here. Wait, hit the brakes. Gloom. Oh, that gloom knocked me off. Just realised I was actually going the wrong bloody way. Those glooms are a pest. This way. Whoa, come on, Warsteed. There we go, there's the bridge. Up the hill. Right, we're now set to Acharwheel. You're damn handy.
Let us not tarry.
They've done much to assist us in Wrath to Wrath, and I thank you for your efforts. Still, the Morgul Vale is filled with unspeakable dangers. Both the hills and the city must be faced and conquered if we are to banish this evil and cleanse the vale of the corruption that has seized it for so long.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
If we are not needed to retake the city just at this moment, I require someone to report to Esteladlan. Anborn organises much of our efforts in the camp across the river. He must know what has transpired in Rathduath. And you scout the orc encampment across the river on your way to meeting Anborn. We are still uncertain as to the purpose in Imlad Morgul. Travel safely, my friend. Okay. We've got to scout Banam Lugan. To be nice.
Let us not tarry.
And then Faramir has commanded me to lead a group of rangers into the dead city. I would like you to assist us, Gazbo. There are many challenges that await us within the walls, but the very first awaits us without. We must find a safe way into the city. I fear the most direct route by way of the main gate may not be the best choice. Our numbers are few and the foes of raiders against us are many. I would like you to patrol the outer wall and search for weaknesses. Perhaps there may be some secret entrance there heretofore undetected. There may be some way for us to enter the city while remaining beneath the notice of those who dwell there. Just going to check actually that
Let us hope you bring glad tidings,
we
friend.
can now barter for return to Esteladlan. Is a new skill we've learned. We will learn anyway. Oop. There we go. That can go down there. Except. Might put that down there, which I don't want. So put it there. Excellent. Right. So if we use that to go to Esteladlan, that would be quite handy. But we do need to patrol the outer walls, so we'll do that first. Oops. Oh, let's get down here. Oh, right next to a Morgul Warg. Nice. Luckily it hadn't spawned in. Well, it was too smooth and impossible to climb. The walls here appear too steep for you to scale. Whoop. Oop, trees and all sorts. Somebody's taking on a troll. How you doing, Shovel? Right, so we're going to get across to Esteladlan because we do need to get there just to report, and then we can come back to where we need to go. Okay, we are taking a bit of damage, but we are going to get out the other side. That's not a problem. I think we can just about withstand that. There we go. Dark Waters can see you as well. Let's just get on the horse. On a horse? A horse? A horse? Of course.
Now then.
There we go. Spoke to that one. And then... Amborn.
Legolas has requested your assistance with a matter of great importance in Cirith Ungol.
Legolas has requested your assistance with a matter of great importance in Cirith Ungol. I ask to send you his way, if you are able. Mablung and a few others have set up camp somewhere in the cliffs, but I do not know how to find the camp myself. Al here, he should be stationed on the Morgul Road in the area. Just follow it west and you should come across him eventually. He should be able to redirect you further. Right, there we go. So he... Is that one? Right, let's just go along here because he should have a quest just along here on the left hand side, which will take us towards Cirith Ungol. And we can get that and then we can go back to Akadwheel as well. Boisty, good afternoon, how are you?
Thank you, asshole.
And thank you for the post as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Actually, we're in the right way because this is going to scout that camp. I'm not sure if that's what I want to be doing, really. Right, let's just dismount. There we go. Heading through there if we can. I don't think. Or maybe we can. Anam Lugaon is located strategically between Minas Morgul and Cirith Ungol. Okay, there you go. There's an even better view of Minas Morgul. There is a slightly better view which is further up the hill, but if you've never seen Minas Morgul in the game, there we have it. I see that's the entrance. It is indeed. It's very nice. It's a nice looking evil. I know it sounds almost contradictory, but the art style that they've done of it is very, very good. And obviously you can see that it gets progressively more evil the higher you go. So, which is obviously what the devs intended, and they've done a very good job on it, I think. Yeah, very wraithy. Yes, indeed, it is full of wraiths. Right, so we need to go back to Estelad Land. Let's just drop off here, shall we? We've got a bit of fall damage protection. As you do. Get on the steed of steediness. Wow. Wrapping me into that tree there, and it did not want to let me out again. Back into here, because we do need to speak to somebody in here, which is unborn. Oop. Hit the brakes.
We will purge these lands yet.
As I knew we would. Now that you are here to assist in the task that Faramir has bestowed upon me, I will share it with you. Listen well, my friend. For many days I worked to keep South Sicilian safe, and I have not abandoned that task. Indeed, my work here has, as its continuing aim, the preservation of those lands. I see now we may need to climb the very mountain of shadow in order to achieve this goal. There we go. Boink. That's that one done. How you doing, Annie? Yeah, I'm only on for a little bit longer because I've got to go eat some food. We're having a Sunday lunch. And then I may be back later on. I'll probably play Gazbo if I'm on again, because I'm trying to get him through the levels. Level 127, nearly a half. Get through on that. But I've got a D&D creation thing going on this afternoon. About 4:30, I believe. So we'll have a look at that.
Burden, friend?
Right, let's just dash to Echad Wheel. Right, there's Damrod we need to speak to, and we'll talk to Alhir eventually as well.
Now then,
you've returned from patrolling the outer walls of Minas Morgul. What have you found? You tell Damrod of a small hatch you discovered at the base of one of the towers. I believe this may be our best option for entering the city. That tower is called Barad Angarth. Our scouts have spied orcs patrolling the very top of the tower, and when night blankets the vale, they have seen the flicker of firelight in the windows. we should expect some resistance inside, but I think they will be unprepared for our attack. Quickly, let us gather what is needed and prepare to take hold of Barad and Garth. Ooh. So yeah, pretty much we're going to be going in there. We've got that up there, which is obviously the water of the Morgul Dween as well. Hang on, where is there? You know, I couldn't see the stable master. I was looking. Where is he? Just didn't see it. Did not see it at all. Good.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
Right, so that one is Tane or Wath. We'll just nip up there. Oh, that Direhorn's still there, so we're just going to go up a little bit further. Because I think, is it further up and then to the left, or do we need to go? Oh, actually, I think we need to go down and to the side, don't we? Yeah, I think that's the way. We go back down the hill as we want, and then round the corner, because you've got to come down here and then round down there. We've got a little bit of a weird thing going on. Whoop. Flat. Front legs. In the keg room. So yeah, if we head and then head down there. Hopefully. Well, we did just completely stop there. Right, let's dismount. Oh, Rauniel, hello. What watches you as you examine the corrosive and vile waters.
What interest have you with this river? Speak now.
Ooh, happy.
You are the first I have met who wishes to seek a cure for my river.
Yes, I am the keeper of these waters, or once I was. That was long ago when it was known as the Ithildween. Now I am but a prisoner of the Witch King, and endless tears of agony befoul the waters I love. It is not physically that I stand before you. My appearance here is only a creation of your mind. This projection of my thought has stolen the full extent of my power. Can you assist my escape from the watery prison of Ithilgwar? First, you must collect the urns of pure water that remain hidden in Rathduath. They will break the walls that prohibit my escape. They are located at one end of the bridge to Ithilgwar. Please, hurry. What place is a good area to quest at level 110? I bought Mordor, but that's still a bit hard at the moment. Any suggestions? Remo, really, I mean, Mordor itself, the wastes are 105. Because you get the introductory quest to go there, so that's 105. So anywhere basically into Kirith Gorgor, anywhere around here, Mordor is aimed at 110. Because you get through there, you get up to maybe level 120, and then you should be kind of heading into Mordor Besieged if you're following the book, and then into the Morgul Vale. So if you're finding it a little bit difficult when you go into Mordor, I would definitely say pop to the wastes, go to the camp of the host, which is obviously where Aragorn is, etc. Down there, and do the quest around there. That would be my suggestion anyway, if you are struggling a little bit by it when you go into Mordor itself. So yeah, go in there, go into the wastes, give that a whirl first, and that should help you gain a few levels. Okay. Okay, we've got batter just on the poppers. me out, little sons off. Right, let's just quickly do this. Wow, it is the Ithildween. That is that one. Right. Yeah, I've never done the Warg pen. Well, I have, but I've never done it in the sense of leveling. Right. The dwelling in the hills. To your surprise, you spy a small cabin precariously resting in the hills of the Morgul Vale. Looks as if the cabin is occupied by a family. But is that not strange? Men have not lived in the Morgul Vale for many years. Perhaps it's worth investigating this ramshackle cabin and those who dwell there. Okay. There we go. So we've got a strange woman, strange man, and a strange child. And that is where I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to go get some food. Like I say, we're going to be back later on, probably on Gazbo, just because I'd like to get him to maybe level 128 by the end of this evening. Because we are currently, as a VIP, we do have what's called the Recognition Weekend, which is a VIP bonus for 100% experience gain on monsters, kills, crafting, quest completions, legendary item, mounted combat, earn crafting experience, and mark acquisition. But I do need to go eat something. I'm going to be back on in a bit for a conversation. Sorry, I'll be back on after a conversation about some D&D characters, etc. But thank you very much for everyone. Doisti rather for the host. Runic again, thank you very much for the subscription. PV Parkstone and Bay Remember for the follows as well. Grandmaster June, how you doing, my friend? We will be back, so if you don't already, please do hit the follow. You can follow me on the socials as well. Hit me up on there if you want, and we do have a Discord server if you want to join us there. But please do join me later. We're going to carry on with the Talkative Berg. We'll talk through a lot more of the quests as we find them, as we go through them towards level 130, which is the level cap. But thank you, Furlong, Keepy, Annie, CK, Magic, Oso Solo, Arkasaur, Sharvel Marvel, Curry Bokbok, Dinu, Grandmaster June, Yinya, Julian Zex, Julian Sizgot, Kodiak Brouillard, Princess League, PV Parkstone, God, that's the name, PV Arkenstone. We'll go PV, yeah, see, I read it now, PvP Arkenstone, duh. Razef Ken, Remo, 2K, Runic, Shushu, Talirion. I'll speak to you all in a bit. Take care, peeps, be good, and if you can't be good, you've got to be awesome. TTFN for now. Bye-bye, see ya.